right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and joins. Welcome back to the GSL Super Tournament. Here we have IMNesTea versus Bomber coming up. It's going to be a fantastic matchup. I don't know why I did that. Sorry.
Everyone thought we had like a secret caster coming in here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Badger Trap. I'm going to be casting today.
Can you keep up with it?
I actually used to sometimes on my YouTube videos, like every once in a while, just mix things up. I would do casts with like a different theme, and there was once where I did a cast entirely with the voice of like an alien who thought he was going to rule Earth.
Specifically an alien who thought he was going to rule Earth, not just like an alien.
Yeah, because this character was like constantly insulting the puny attempts at battle that the inferior Terrans were doing, stuff like that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. It got mixed response.
Where can people follow you on YouTube? Subscribe to your videos.
Oh, Moletrap SC2 is where all my SC2 videos are. Yeah.
You can also follow.
That was an old Brood War video that I did.
You can follow you on Twitter too, right?
You can.
At Moletrap.
Now that you mention it, at Moletrap.
You can follow me.
Hey, can't they follow you also?
Yeah, you can follow me at FXO Wolf. You can, if you guys want to. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not.
You can follow Gum TV.
If I get 10,000 followers, though, I swear I'm going to buy a hedgehog.
You're going to buy a hedgehog if you get 10,000 followers?
I'm going to buy a hedgehog. All right, let's take a look at our players. All right, first up, we've got StarTail Bomber. His win rate versus Zerg recently is 100%, but of course that's not extremely telling of his entire career. Did take out TSL Killer to get here. He's currently in Code S. Defeated MVP to gain his Code A championship title. A player who is one of the scariest players out there. People have been talking about how scary this guy is for a long time, and now he's finally making it into these big tournaments. He's out of Code A, into Code S, and that's the Super Tournament. And he's playing against none other than IMNesTea. Great Zerg player. He's got his work cut out for him, but he looks pretty calm. We just talked to him very briefly during the break, and he seemed extremely calm there as well. Wouldn't really reveal any of his secrets or strategies. We asked him if he'd win, and his coach said maybe. Maybe.
Yep, just maybe. He said he's pretty good, though. He's looking forward to it. Yeah, Bomber, he actually hasn't really played much against Terrans in the GSL. I'm sorry, against Zergs. He played against Lucira once in the February Team League, and he beat him. But he has played a lot of Zergs outside, like in the Zotac team and Asia Champions Trophy. He's won almost all of them. He's 11-3 versus Zerg. But here's IMNesTea, who's an absolute ridiculous nerd melon baller.
Yeah, he actually won Code S, if you guys remember, against Inko last season. He stomped him, in fact.
He's like, oh, I heard you won Code A. I won Code S.
Well, of course, he's still in Code S. His win rate versus Terran, who's seen a lot more games out of him recently, is 70.6%. Took out SC in some epic games. And he's also wearing the new IM shirt. Punched himself in the face, get him warmed up. New sponsor looks like Googums. I'm going to look that up when I get back. It's probably a Korean company because I've never heard of it myself.
It says Fly Googums on the sleeve.
Yeah, it could be two different companies.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't played too many Terrans lately, but the last one was SC, who was a monster of a Terran that he took out 3-2 in epic fashion. And before that, he took Jinro out in the group stages as well.
That's true. SC actually a really good TVZ player as well, so it was no easy feat. And as you guys watched, it wasn't easy. It was a pretty intense series. So we'll see, though, because Bomber is an awesome player as well. Some might say he is the best player out there. In fact, some do say he's the best player out there right
like
now.
Him. No, he's actually like
he's pretty humble.
He's kind of like a mix of modest and also like confident. Like he'll tell you, "Oh yeah, I've got the best, Terra versus Protoss. I've got the best. It's fine." But at the same time, if you're like, "Are you gonna win?" He's like, "Oh, maybe."
Yeah, it's like if you ask him, he'll tell you what he thinks, but he's not just gonna go out and brag about it. All right, looks like IMNesTea has eliminated Zelnaga Caverns, and Bomber actually eliminated Dual Sight. Interesting choices. The first map will be on Tal'Darim Altar. The second set is on Crossfire, a map I think it's almost impossible for Zergs to win on right now. That's my personal opinion. It's just a map architecture that really does not lend itself to melee units being able to fight efficiently against ranged units, just put it specifically. So I think the second map or rather the first map is really important for IMNesTea because if he gets the crossfire, I don't think he'll have a very good chance there. We'll see though. Game has started. We're about to get into it. You ready, Moletrap?
I am pretty ready, man.
Pretty ready.
I've been so ready for so long. I was looking forward to this for days. Here we go. Let's get into the first game.
StarTale Bomber versus IMNesTea.
Dude, the music that they have with that like little intro sounds like you should be like rolling down the street at 5 miles an hour on your pimped ride. Anyway, here's our Terran player.
StarTale Bomber.
Who's red.
Indeed he is. Not red in the face though, he's not embarrassed to be here at the GSL.
And here's a player who's definitely not cowardly. He is.
IMNesTea.
Despite being yellow.
It's true, he's wearing a yellow shirt in fact as well.
Yeah, take the plunge, go IMNesTea, go. That is a spawning pool, by the way. I didn't get that at first.
Hail the Bear Lord. Shout out to Grayson, Frankie, and Steve, maybe?
So it's a spawning pool, get it? Spawning pool, take the plunge into the spawning pool. By the way, thanks again to LG Cinema and G-Skill and Intel. All three of those companies are awesome for supporting us. And here we have Bomber. Man, he took out the best Terran there was. He took out MVP in Code A Finals. Here he is taking on the best Zerg player. Will he be able to pull it out or not? The Zerg player has gone hatch first on Tal'Darim.
It's very true. Some members in our audience is trying to hold up a cheerful guy in front of her. Like, got a big shadow. It's really funny. And he doesn't realize that she's trying to hold it up. You'll get a shot of it in a second.
Anyway, so Bomber is probably going to go for a quick expansion. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do at this point. Does he have gas, actually, Bomber? I think he does.
Well, Bomber is going to just make a bunker right in IMNesTea's face.
Too.
That's what he's going to do.
In your face!
And it's really interesting. We saw actually some players do this. A lot of the time, you can get away with doing this because it makes your opponent pull drones. And even if you have to cancel the bunker, it's fine. Because the lost mining time here is more significant than the bunker.
True. Like,
much more significant. And he's just going to cancel that. The drones are still freaking out, too. IMNesTea actually being a little bit paranoid. Well, he's going to make another bunker. This is beautiful. I love this move. Forcing the drones off the line several times. Cancels again.
Not sure if that last one was particularly worth it, but yeah, definitely freaking IMNesTea out. I mean, IMNesTea, you want to take it seriously. You can't be like, oh, he's faking me out with a fake bunker. I'm going to fake attack with some fake drones. You need to actually take it seriously just in case there's some follow-up there.
Absolutely.
And there's that command center going down for Bomber in the background. Usually once the action starts, we don't show any more cheerful, so we'll maybe see it next game.
Yeah, it was just a funny situation. That's why I was laughing so much about it. Oh, Bomber lifted his factory a little bit too early. Well,
he's doing some push-ups with his factory there. Looked like he was thinking about switching over to the reactor, but he also wanted to make sure that Zerglings didn't run underneath it while it was lifted. Now he's going to switch it.
He even canceled those Marines he was making just to ensure that he could switch it safely. Spinecrawler is going up for IMNesTea at the top of his ramp. So we'll see. Doesn't look like he plans on getting a Roach Warren, though. Just wants to hold with the Spinecrawler. It's very obvious that he's going to be encountering Hellions in the near future, so feels pretty comfortable, though, with that one Spinecrawler. And if anyone could do that, hold it with just one Spine and the Queen, I think it'd be IMNesTea.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is it's kind of a trade-off where if you only go for the Spinecrawler and you don't get any Roaches, then you're a little bit less mobile. And if the Hellions do get by, you can be in trouble. But if you invest in Roaches, that's a lot of money that you have to spend to get those Roaches that you could be spending on drones and what have you. And here comes the Hellions. And are they going to get denied? They're taking some hits. The Spinecrawler's up, but they still have enough damage to run by if they want to. I think it's probably best for him not to. He might lose one on the way. And he is going to go ahead and stay safe. And be better safe than sorry. Keep those Hellions alive.
Yeah, IMNesTea doing a pretty good job with these Queens. The Spinecrawler landing, I should say burrowing. Spinecrawlers don't fly.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wait for Heart of the Swarm.
You know something I don't know, Moltrap?
Just kidding.
Moltrap, I thought there was an NDA about that.
I wasn't supposed to tell. No. They're gonna have like banelings that split into more than one baneling.
That's true.
Stuff like
That's
that.
actually public. It's not a secret. That one Hellion has 5 hit points left, so be very careful with that. All right, so it looks like he's just going to immediately switch up using that reactor on the starport, transferring some SCVs now. Roachborn going up and a Baneling Nest for an ST. So he wants to get those Roaches out just in case the Hellions become more prevalent than they are now. It actually loses one Hellion there. And ST going to take a quick third base. That's how brave and bold he is.
He's brave. He ain't yellow.
That's
Except
true.
the color of his units are yellow.
And the color of his shirt.
And his shirt, that's right. Okay, he is pretty yellow today, isn't he?
That's true. But ST, I think taking the third base is smart. In most cases, it's not. But ST Scout, you saw, oh, you're making a really nice wall off. You're making 2 bunkers. And you made a few Hellions and lost them. What could you be doing? You can't really have that much to attack me yet. You won't have siege tanks yet because you made those Hellions. So it's smart to take a third base. It's not even that risky in this situation. So Nesty is not just kind of blindly making these choices. He's assessing the situation and going with it. Stim has been started as well as the lair.
He's not blindly making these choices. He's wearing his glasses today.
He is.
Actually, was he?
Yeah, he actually was.
Okay, good stuff. I'm not.
Well, neither am I. I actually don't have perfect vision.
No?
But it's pretty good, so you can usually get away with it. Only if I sit at the back of a classroom or something. If I'm trying to play like a split-screen video game on a tiny TV, every now and then I'm sitting on like the faraway couch, I'm like, I have to go get my glasses just so I can see my health or whatever. That's the only time.
I've been wearing glasses so long that my eyes have gotten used to it, so I used to be able to see things close, but now I have something like a few feet away from me, I can't even see it. So if I didn't have my contacts, I couldn't even see the screen in front of me right now. But I do have my contacts, it's okay. Don't panic.
It's alright. I think
Bomber going for the Viking, getting that Viking out before some medevacs in order to toast some overlords, keep map vision down for Nesty.
We saw Ryung do that last series.
It's really
was
smart.
able to get a lot of overlords with it. It's pretty smart. If you can get away with it, you're just got a reactor starport. You've got the production ability to just make a Viking. It's so worth it. You get map control. You can scout. Look at this. These 2 overlords. Where are they going to run?
There's 3 overlords over there, man, and they're gonna have a hard time getting back to Queensville.
Or indeed, it looks like he will at least get one of these overlords if he targets it properly. He's going to get that one. Probably needs to back away. Does back away. Some Zerglings coming just in case. Spreading that creep. Overlords got scared. They dropped some creep out.
Scared the creep out of them. They were scared creepless.
That's really funny. Scared the creep out of them.
Stim is almost done, by the way, which is just an interesting thing to note. And 1-1 weapons 1-1 weapons armor for Bio is on the way as well. For Bomber, it's got a nice little wall, so you can defend with relatively few units at that wall. It's going to be good later on. It looks like he's going to move out, and we'll see if he decides to take his third or if he's going to push. Oh my goodness, Nesty is pulling a Violet and is saved up enough for like 13 mutas when that Spire pops.
Oh yeah, indeed. 12 mutas in production.
Not as good as Violet's.
Not quite.
Almost.
Well, there he goes. Makes the 13th now.
Okay.
And this is a smart move by Bomber. I like what he's doing here. He can move forward, take those rocks down. Now he can actually even pressure a little bit with those units if he wants to. But with the timing of these mutas, it might behoove him to stay at home for a little bit longer. He may realize, okay, the muta's got to be coming out any second now. I saw the Spire. Don't want to move out just yet. Not until I solidify my defenses, get some missile turrets up, maybe get a Thor out. His armory's finishing up, as well as the second factory.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's definitely behoovance going on here.
Nesty is double expanding, by the way, right
Whoa.
now, taking the 3 o'clock position and the natural of the top right base.
Wow. He's really confident that he can keep Bomber in his base with those mutas.
He's even making a macro hatchery, so he's 3 hatcheries in production right now. Blue wants to power out a ton of drones, I think. In fact, actually, Nesty has 101 drones right now.
Oh my god.
This is real life. I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't have that many drones as much as I thought. Maybe he's going to be able to make drones if he needs to, but he wants to make some attacking units right now. No.
That is insane.
He's got 101 drones. That's more than half of his supply.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing is like, he's going to harass with these mutas. He's getting +1 weapons. If he can keep Bomber in his base, then that's totally going to pay off because